What's up, Sag? Let's see what message Spirit has for the next 48 hours. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sagittarius placements. What messages do you have, Spirit, for the next 48? Okay. Sweet. Okay, you guys have the Hanged Man. You have the Ace of Wands. You have the Star. You have the Sun. You have the Nine of Swords. The Two of Swords. The Queen of Wands. The Chariot. The Eight of Cups. Five of Swords. Then you have the Nine of Coins. The Six of Swords. Six of Coins. To the Hermit. To the Hierophant. Okay, the general energy that I'm getting here is a lot of you guys are going to be walking away from a person, place, or thing. You could have some sort of Aries placement, because I just did Aries and theirs was about like walking away from love. So I don't know if you guys are necessarily walking away from love. I just feel like there's a break that's about to happen when it comes to possibly your love life. If it's not your love life, I just see you guys like walking away from like the pettiness around you, or there's a need for that is what I'm hearing. So it's like for this Aquarius season, a lot of you guys could be triggered. A lot of you guys could be tested with the loyalty that people have for you, or the loyalty that you have for these people. And so I am seeing here that you guys are choosing you. So whatever this is about, I feel like for this general energy, it's like this is about you. So even if you're in a relationship, you're still making it about you. If you're single, you're making it about you. In your friend groups, you're making it about you. So I'm hearing the season of you. So I don't know if like this Aquarius season is just very like healing and transformative for you. I don't know if something has happened where it's put you in this headspace where you're like, I really need to prioritize myself. And so there's something here about that, because I see you taking steps back from people. So let's check it out. Let's see what's going on. In the next 48, you could have a change of perspective when it comes to someone or something. A lot of you guys could feel stuck in a situation that you once considered a blessing is now a burden, is what I'm hearing. It's like you guys really do feel tied to the situation. So some of you guys may not be able to walk away as easily as you would like to. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm just seeing here that with the Hanged Man, again, you guys could be feeling stuck in a situation. But it's like all it takes is for you guys to like, you get what I'm saying? Then you're like, you're free, you're on your way. So again, there's a need to kind of like reassess something or someone or some decision that you've made in the next 48 hours possibly, where you're gonna see that you're not as tied. You're caught up in this. You're not as tied to it as you think. So like to be caught up in something is like your mind is in it. You know, it's something you're thinking about constantly, possibly stressing about. But like to be tied to it, like it affects like your day to day. Like it affects your day to day in the sense of like you have to deal with this person, or like if it's a job, it's a job you have to go into. And so unless it has a major impact, I don't see you guys really being tied to the situation for very much longer. I see you guys being in your head about it. And I see that you guys are like definitely thinking about it nonstop. But I just feel like at the end of the day, like you're gonna get yourself out of whatever the situation is. Okay. I'm hearing every rose has its thorn. And so again, it's like what you thought was like roses, what you thought was a blessing, what you thought was like your wish fulfillment, might have turned an ear on you. So there's something about that. With the Ace of Wands, you could be experiencing some sort of a fulfilling blessing in the next 48. You guys could feel more passionate about something or someone. You guys could really be looking at something as wish fulfillment in that regard. I do feel here, like with the wands, like this is a passionate new beginning that you guys have an opportunity to to embark on, right? So it's like if you've met someone new, or even if you're in a relationship, I feel like your relationship's going to take a step up to a more intimate level, right? Like a lot of people feel that intimacy is like sex or like physical like touch, right? But like intimacy is like the entire emotional aspect of a person when it comes to how they feel about you. Like they say, like the most endearing thing that you could like, instead of kissing someone on the lips, the most endearing thing is like on the cheek or on the forehead, right? Like there's something more endearing about kissing somebody on the lips than it is on the cheek or on the forehead. And so like that's how I'm seeing it. It's like there's this level of intimacy where you start to maybe become more and more grateful as the days go by for this person that you're with or for the situation that you're in, right? So it's like, again, it's like if this is a job, this is a job you love, like it brings you fulfillment, it pays you, you get along with the people that are there. Some of you guys, this could be healing, right? It's like you could be doing some type of physical work. Like maybe you're used to doing mental work, right? You're on a computer all day. Well, now you're doing physical work, and so you just feel better about yourself. Maybe you're losing weight, you're getting steps in, like you just feel better. It feels good to move around, right? Instead of sitting still all the time. So again, with the Hanged Man and the Ace of Wands here, somebody here in the next 48 could really be looking at you, or you're looking at someone or a situation as like a blessing in disguise. Okay, so you guys might need to like change your perspective on something, because either way, like the roses are here and the roses are here, and like, yeah, roses have their thorns, but at the end of the day, it's like it's how you handle the rose. Okay, like if you see the thorns and you like touch it anyways, well, I mean, you deserve that, right? But like if you don't see it, you can like, you know, yeah, you get pricked, but it's like you can hate the rose for being a rose, or you could just be like, oh, well, I mean, I don't expect a rose to be anything other than a rose. So yeah, naturally it has thorns. So there's something here about accepting someone or something for what it is. So some of you guys just need to change your perspective on that. And maybe that's the key. It's like you have to just accept something or someone for what it is. And if it doesn't fit you, then you need to remove yourself. And if it does fit you, and if it's overwhelming to you because you're like, man, I've never had this, and that's something you need to fix within yourself. There's a difference of perspective that is needed, okay? With the star here, you guys could be dealing with Aquarius or Aquarius season. Like I said, it's going to be very prominent. There's something about this season that I feel for you guys. Like I said, it's like the season of you. There's something here that is requiring you to heal aspects of yourself, right? Some of you guys are in relationships, and the only way that you're realizing what you need to be healed within you is because this person triggers you. And so willingly or not, or knowingly or not that this person triggers you, I feel like you guys are starting to see a different side of yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's like you could be so used to being in toxic relationships that when things go bad, you're used to responding in a certain manner. And now you're dealing with someone new where you're like, they take all those excuses away for you to be able to respond in that kind of manner, right? And it's like a Sagittarius is going to respond however the hell they want. Doesn't matter. But I think that there's something here about being more self-aware as to how you're responding, because you don't want to mess something up. So there's something here, like I see someone kind of like holding an egg, or like holding a cup of coffee that's like filled up to the brim, right? You're trying not to spill it. It's like you just want to be able to put it down and like everything's fine. So again, it's like you guys just want to live peacefully. Like maybe you've come out of your previous cycle where things were tumultuous, they were everywhere, it was a roller coaster. And so now you're finally at a place in your life where you're like, man, I just want peace. Like I don't want to deal with anybody, I don't want to deal with people's drama, I just want to, you know, deal with myself and fix myself and move forward. And so I see you guys possibly in the next 48, like that's the blessing that's coming in. You guys are recognizing the healing that you need by changing your perspective on a person, place, or thing. And even yourselves, you guys could be changing your perspective on yourselves. You're realizing, man, like I'm getting older, I can't be dealing with the same old nonsense, I can't be dealing with the same old people, whatever, right? So there's something here that is very healing and transformative in the next 48 for you guys. And with the sun being at the center of your spread here, it's like you guys are on a path to happiness. You guys are on a path to like, I'm hearing the word like lighter, right? It's like some of you guys could be losing weight, but I'm just feeling like the load is lighter. It's like the more that you heal yourself, the more that you pull away from people that are going to be toxic, because it's like once you start to heal yourself, you start to recognize other energies that aren't in alignment with you, and it actually makes it easier for you. So whether that's like you guys just being really like bothered by someone's behavior, even though you've known them for years and you've dealt with it, it's because you were at their level, but because now you're raising your vibration, you're starting to see what the difference is, right? So some of you guys may be guided or prompted to leave behind people that you used to consider really good friends, right? But again, this all leads to your happiness, because it's like if you're healing and you're on a higher vibration, then like what, like people don't have any choice. People can come with you, right? That's what people don't get, is that like you don't necessarily have to sacrifice all these people. You just have to sacrifice the people that aren't willing to grow with you. Because if you're on this journey of self-discovery and healing, there's no way in hell the universe is going to let you be a vibrational match to anybody that's lesser than you. The only way that people like that are allowed in your energy is to test you. And once you can pass these tests, then you no longer see or hear from these people. And so like that's how that works, right? And so a lot of you guys are just like moving forward. With the star and the sun, it just reminds me of like the moon and the stars, right? Like the moon and the sun, like that whole thing. So I feel like you guys are starting to balance. Like, see, like these cups here, it's slowly but surely there's a balance here of your yin and yang, of your dark aspects and your light aspects, okay? But ultimately it's leading to your happiness. In the next 48, you guys could be really like focused on self improvement. You guys could be starting a new regimen, whether that's like a health regimen, like how you're eating. Maybe you guys are going to the gym, maybe you guys are just walking, but there's something here about healing your physical self that's also healing your mental self. So you guys could definitely be like going for walks alone. You could be listening to podcasts that have to do with personal development. There's something here about affirmations as well, okay? So I do see that that's something you guys are going to be incorporating here in the near future, if not in the next 48. With the Nine of Swords, a lot of you guys are stressed out, and I feel like the stress is just coming from the fact of like, if it's resonating right now that you are the Sagittarius that's going through some sort of healing journey, I really feel like this is an awakening. And whether or not this is how you see it, it just feels like it is. So it's like, I don't know, there's like this fear that despite how much spirit, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, has shown you the light, it's like you guys still question it. There's resistance here to some sort of change. In the next 48 hours, you guys could be experiencing anxiety. You could be experiencing loss of sleep. You guys could be stressing out about something that you don't need to stress out about. Because at the end of the day, you're actually taking from your happiness, okay? Like, look, you have these two beautiful cards, actually three beautiful cards, right? It's like you have the ace, the star, the sun. Like, these are beautiful cards. These are like major arcanas. And then you have this Nine of Swords. Like, what is this doing here, right? So again, it's like, don't let people stress you out. Don't let people upset you, bother you, get into your energy to the point that they're taking away from this beautiful energy that you have. Like, I feel like you guys go through your day in the next 48 hours. You guys are having a good day. You're laughing. You're feeling yourself. You know, you're changing things up. And then someone comes in to try to ruin it, and you let them. Don't let them. At the end of the day, it's like you have a choice to allow people to disrupt your healing. You allow people to disrupt your happiness, and it's really hard. Okay, like take it from a person who's had to do the spiritual awakening, not just once, but several times. And so like that whole process is not easy, but it is worth it. And so the hardest part is learning how to not allow other people to manipulate your energy. Sagittarius is really good about being their own person. They're really good about like, you know, putting their foot down and saying what's what. But at the end of the day, you guys genuinely do care to an extent of like external validation, to an extent. So it's like, you know, it's why some of you guys work hard. It's like, I feel like Sagittarius is definitely the breadwinner in their relationships. You guys are very like strong willed. You guys are strong hearted, all that. To a degree, yeah, you don't give a shit what people think. But it's like you care what people think if they're your closest friends, if they're your family. And so like it needs to come to that point where it's like, it's not to be rude about it, where you're like, I don't give a shit what my family thinks, what my friends think, but it's just to create more of a boundary for you. It's to create more of this self-sufficient energy, to where nobody can try and mess with you. Nobody has the ability to upset you, right? And so like that takes a lot of work, and that comes with a lot of tests, trials, and tribulations. And so triple T. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing with that. Two of Swords, you guys keep in your head about a decision that you need to make in the next 48 hours. Some of you guys, this is what you're stressing about. You're like, I have to make a decision, and this could pertain to your happiness. There's a question here of what makes me happy. And that stresses some of you guys out, because at the end of the day, some of you guys might think that you have everything that you need to feel fulfilled, but why don't you feel like that? So there's something missing right now in your life that you're questioning. Why do I feel like this? Like, I have everything that I could want. I worked really hard for all of this, so why am I not happy? So you guys could have hit a plateau in your life where you thought that you had it all, and it's not to say you don't, but it's just how you're feeling. And so you guys could be stressing out about making a decision that could, like I said, it's the season of you. Like, you guys might have to step away from some people or step away from certain situations that a lot of people are not going to be happy about, and that stresses you out, because it's like you putting your happiness first versus putting it before others. Like, some of you guys, you're like, damn it, like, because you do care about the people that are in your life. You care about your family. You care about your friends, right? Everybody else can fuck off. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's this selfish energy that throws you off, because you're like, I'm not a selfish person. Like, I would rather give my last dollar to, you know, my best friend if they need it, versus me taking it and spending it on something that I need. I'll be fine, right? So again, the fact that you guys are on this journey of trying to figure out self and create more self-awareness, I feel like some of you guys are stressing out because you're like, am I going to be perceived as selfish by the people that I love and care about? Because I want to discover what makes me happy, because I want to do something that they're not comfortable with, right? So there's something here about that. Queen of Wands, you guys are definitely going to be glowing up. There's a physical glow up here. Like I said, some of you guys could be changing your routine in the next 48 hours. You guys could be getting compliments in the next 48. I feel like Sagittarius has such like an amazing personality. It's like you guys are like funny, and you guys are quick-witted, and like you guys just laugh at everything. You guys are just so chill. And so it's like everything is just kind of like breezy when people are around you guys. So I feel like naturally you guys are attractive because you make people laugh. But I feel like this is more of like a physical transformation. Some of you guys could really be working on, like, you know, working out, changing up your style. You guys could be perceived more confidently in the next 48. It's like you might have confidence, but like, I don't know, like you just have extra confidence in the next 48. But there is something about you. I'm hearing there's something about Sagittarius in the next 48 hours that has people turning their heads looking at you. So just know that if people are looking at you and you feel like people are looking at you, just know that they are, but it's not in a bad way. It's kind of like, oh, like, who's that? I want to meet that Sagittarius. What's going on over there? So that's how I'm feeling with that. With the Chariot, the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, some of you guys in the next 48 hours are genuinely going to be walking away, if not running away, from petty people. You're tired of the drama. You're tired of the nonsense. You're tired of people like constantly putting you in competition with others or with themselves. It's like you guys are on a league of your own. And so again, it's like if you're on this journey right now of discovering yourself, I feel like you guys are pushing away from people, places, things that these could be people that you love. Like I said, these could be really close friends, but it's like if you're elevating and your friends aren't willing to elevate with you, you're pushing away from the ones that aren't willing to, and you're pulling closer to the ones that are. So for some of you guys, I do see that you're mostly like traveling solo on this, but like you might have a friend or two that is on your same level, where it's like, again, we don't know the inspiration that we bring to others, right? It's like you think that by changing something simple in your life, like going to the gym, is just for you. But it's like there's somebody that looks up to you, or there's someone that like really enjoys your company, that like doesn't matter if you want to hike up a mountain, they'd be willing to go with you just to be in your energy, right? And so thank God for those people. But it's like at the end of the day, I feel you guys are going to be inspiring people to do something with themselves. So no pressure, but I just feel like with you guys moving forward, with you guys starting to really be careful with the decisions that you're making and who you're dealing with, it puts you in a better position. I do see you guys, like I said, Nine of Pentacles here. This is my single card. Some of you guys will remain single, others of you guys will remain in your relationships, but either way, even if you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, I just see you guys moving forward on this self-development journey. So I see you guys like really giving in to something that you want to do, or you're giving into like a certain way of thinking, a certain way of being in the next 48 hours. That's going to help. It's the catalyst to whatever your new journey is prompting you towards, is what I'm hearing. All right. So hopefully that helps and resonates, Sagittarius. Interesting. Always a good thing to focus on self, especially when it comes to personal development. So I wish you guys luck if that's resonating. I know that it's hard for some of you, but at the end of the day, like I said, it's worth it. It's 100% worth it, and as time goes on, you will definitely see that. All right, so I will catch you guys on the next one.